Paul McCartney's songwriting had always stood apart from that of his fellow Beatles. By the time the band's journey came to an end, his whimsical and melodic sensibilities no longer aligned with the group's evolving direction. To fully explore his creative instincts, McCartney had to free himself from the shadow of the Beatles, but that freedom came at a cost. Though he gained the artistic independence he longed for, McCartney soon discovered that the solo path wasn't as effortless as it seemed. During the final, strained days of the band, the idea of starting fresh may have felt liberating, yet building a new identity after the Beatles proved equally challenging. Fans yearned for the familiar magic of the Fab Four, something no solo record could truly recreate. And with his first post-Beatles release, McCartney, Paul took perhaps his boldest risk yet. Released in 1970, McCartney marked a radical departure from the finely crafted perfection of his Beatles days. Instead of grand studio productions, Paul embraced a raw, homegrown approach, recording in his own home studio, layering instruments himself, and allowing imperfections to breathe. He blended reworked fragments, casual improvisations, and intimate performances into a deeply personal collection that defied expectations. At the time, many listeners were puzzled. Critics compared it unfavorably to the Beatles' lush sound, and even fans found it jarringly unpolished. Yet McCartney himself saw beauty in its roughness. He once explained that the album was filled with what he called throwaways, not in a dismissive sense, but as a celebration of the spontaneous and unrefined. They were almost throwaways, you know, he reflected, but that's why they were included. They weren't quite throwaways. That was the whole idea. The tracks that have atmosphere and charm, even if they aren't perfect recordings, those are often the ones I love most. Initially misunderstood, McCartney has since been reappraised as one of his most daring and creatively ambitious works. What once seemed like a haphazard experiment now feels like a statement of artistic rebirth, a reminder that even Paul McCartney's so-called throwaways could turn out to be treasures.